We are in the midst of some nasty weather outside again. It is definitely wintry out there. We've got a little bit of a warmer day, but it's windy as heck today. So I thought I would just stay inside here and make some soup. I went out to the cold storage and checked my squash, and it's starting to get a little bit soft. And we are into end of January. So I'm just going to turn this into a big pot of soup for this wintry weather. It's in pretty good shape. Look at the color on that. Isn't that just, oh, it's beautiful. Crazy. I think I'm going to roast this in the oven. Just gonna cut it up. Got this ice cream scoop that I always use for scooping out seeds. So, and it works fantastic because it's got that sharp edge on it. So we're just gonna scoop this out. I think I'm gonna roast all the vegetables. Onions and garlic and potatoes and celery. Quarter that. That's off a little bit more. There. That's good. There's 3 very, very large cloves of garlic in there. Just a little bit of olive oil. Oops, I did that wrong, didn't I? Touch salt. Wrap it up. Into the oven. Now, with this oven, it takes a while for the pilot to get going on here. So it just takes, I have to do this like maybe 30 clicks before that pilot stays on. There we go. And you don't need to preheat your oven for this either. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil to each of these and a little bit on the everything. There, and into the oven they go. That's good. No need to preheat your oven when you're roasting things. The preheating is strictly for baking. All my vegetables are roasted and cooled, and now all I need to do is just use my handy dandy ice cream scoop and scoop it out of the skins. Just hold on. Cutter, go away. Go on. Out of the kitchen when I'm cooking. And the garlic, get that opened up. Going to be incredibly soft and squishy, and it's like just going to squeeze out of there like Roasted garlic is delicious too. This is my homegrown frozen celery. I'm gonna put about a third of a cup in there and 3 cups of water. And for me, I would use chicken broth, but I'm going to use one of these Knorr packets because I've got a whole bunch of them. So I would normally use my chicken stock for this, but I am all out. And a little salt. Bunch of pepper. A little bit of oregano. Not much, because it's pretty powerful stuff, and definitely some thyme, which is my own homegrown thyme as well. And onto the stove with this. And let that cook for 20 minutes or so. Alright, this has been cooking for probably like half an hour. All that juice has been absorbed, and the color on the camera does not do it justice. It is such a nice, deep, rich orange color. It looks more yellow on the camera, but it's beautiful. So I'm going to have to add more liquid and get this blended up. So we're just going to add water. Start with that much. So we're going to get out this 20-year-old immersion blender and start blending. There's soup everywhere. Oh man. Soup all over me, soup all over the counters, soup all over everything. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we'll get that cleaned up. So there we go. Beautiful, creamy soup. We're gonna add, I'll just let this get cold, and then we're gonna add cream to it when I serve it, and that'll just make it extra creamy and delicious.
So this is an exhaust donut, what's left of it. So yeah, we got a new one in. I got new bolts coming, and it goes over top of that, and then it just clamps back together with those springs.
Light there. There we go.
Yeah. the bolt. You can't get him to hit this one. Oh, there's two. Pry that apart enough to get a new gasket in without messing with the front. Oh, maybe. Almost not. A little bit farther.
So what are these gaskets made out of?
Asbestos, don't touch it with your bare hands. That one probably didn't left any left, but this one here, that donut.
How's your stool, babe?
I love this stool.
Is this a perfect height?
Well, it's adjustable, right?
Yeah.
And one of those. Those must be up. I'm missing one. Pretty sure.
What's in the little white box?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Seems big. There. Yeah, that's gonna leak. Absolutely.
This is the wrong one?
Well, I don't think it's the wrong one.
Exhaust leak filler? Okay, got that on there.
Oh, get on there. Let go. And you always do these equally, as you know, like don't. Just trying to set so the gasket wasn't enough because it's too far gone, so I should have got 2 or 3 of those gaskets just so they're so damn thin. But I didn't, but I did have some muffler repair cement here, and this stuff needs to set, and it sets quicker if you heat it. So. Maintenance. Now, need a little punch. I'm gonna give all you guys a tip. If you ever get an aftermarket exhaust put on, unless it's a stainless steel exhaust, this is not then what you do is take an awl, have your mechanic do it. Most of them don't do it because they don't like, they always get water, right? So the water, this goes up from here, the water sits in here, rusts it out. You just take your awl,
Putting a hole in the exhaust.
you make a little hole, and you won't hear it.
Can I see it from here?
See, look at the water coming out. See the water coming out of there?
Yeah.
The perfect example. That sits in there, and because all your exhausts are always going downhill, right?
Yeah.
Except when it comes over the axle. Well, that water sits in there and rusts that pipe. So now, when you start your exhaust and going, it's just going to piss that water out. It's going to blow it out for force, right? And then when it sits here, it's just going to drain like it is. So
And that's just condensation inside.
that's just from the engine, yeah, condensation. Just like any vehicle you start, you give it gas and it'll shoot out all the water, right? But
Yeah.
you don't get it all because it condensates, and then you get this kind of stuff happening. But you won't hear it back here because it's such a tiny little hole. And then, it's not far from the end of the tailpipe, but
Yeah, that's still dripping. There's quite a bit of water in there, eh?
yeah. It is. And it doesn't have to be much. Like, I don't know, like just the tip of the awl. You just got to get through it. That's all. That's all.
This muffler would typically last about a year and a half.
It depends. It depends on your driving and the quality of the muffler. It's an aftermarket muffler, not stainless steel, so they're generally good for a couple years, maybe 3 years. But if you do this, you get probably another year, maybe a year and a half out of it. So,
Really?
yeah, maybe longer. Like some, depends how well they're made. But that's their weak spot, right down here at the neck.
But this will, in your opinion, significantly increase the life of your muffler.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right? You probably,
inside.
yeah, there's probably a little cap there, and you and then lower it down. But we haven't done it since we owned it, so
We're gonna
think
give
we
it
should.
a go and see if we can get it loose.
yeah. Who knows what I'm going into, eh?
Yeah, it just goes in like that.
Hey, it works. They're coming down.
It is too. Oh, that's nice.
Stand up a bit.
Which reminds me of that story years ago when I was working at the factory and had the van. And I got a
Story?
flat. And I got a flat tire.
Story.
Well, that is a story. I got a flat at work on afternoon shift, so it was 11 o'clock at night. I got a flat tire.
Ooh, that's as far as it goes, I guess.
Oh, no, it's not. The change is dinged up here. But
Oh, really?
looks like it, eh?
I got the rust on it there, eh?
Oh, I know. Go back down again. Yep, there you go. Yeah, well, that's it.
That's it?
So anyway, back to the story. I tried everything I could. I was determined to do this by myself during the night, but I could not get the back tire to come down. No matter what I walked back to,
Oh, it's flat. That's good.
I walked back to the shop at work, got a hammer, got crowbar, got whatever I could think of that I could use to pry this down. I couldn't get it no matter what I did. Nobody was willing to come out and help me. So the only thing I do is call Jeff. Jeff, can you come and rescue me?
To London.
In London, yeah. So we had like a 45-minute drive to get out there. So he wasn't happy about it, and I don't blame him.
Well, what were you on?
I was right outside of work.
No, I know. Shift, I forget.
Midnight or afternoon shift, so it was 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I didn't think I was
He
in bed.
was probably in bed. I don't remember, it was a while ago. So he comes out, I think you brought your mini mallet. I think. It wasn't this vehicle, it wasn't even the Equinox, it was
The van.
it was the
Oh, I brought all kinds of
caravan.
tools.
So anyway, he had all kinds of tools. He gets out there, gets underneath the car, smash, smash, smash. Thing drops. He gets in his truck and goes home. Not quite, but he did help change the tire.
Well, yeah, that's a big difference.
I'm talking about the lock myself out of the vehicle story. That was another one. That was the same vehicle. But that was in the middle of a snowstorm in like mid-January when I first started doing factory work. The snow had built up on the tires. And so I pulled over. Every time I turned, you could hear it scraping. And I pulled over to knock the gunk out from under the tires. And I closed the door, and the door locked. And I'm out in the country, like halfway home from work, and I'm locked out of my vehicle. The vehicle's running, 11:30 at night, nobody's around anywhere. So what do? It's like, this was before we had cell phones too. So I'm standing there and I'm like literally huddled beside the exhaust trying to stay warm because it's minus 20 and it's windy and it was just freezing cold. So somebody finally comes by and I'm like, flag them down. It's like, can I use your phone? I need to call my husband. I locked myself out of the car by accident. So he's like, oh, okay. So I called Jeff. Hon, can you come and rescue me again? I don't think I got him out of bed that time. But yeah, he comes out with the spare key, drives out. Meanwhile, I'm freezing and waiting and just felt like forever for him to get there. Probably took him a half an hour. Gets there, unlocks it, jumps in the truck and goes home. It's like, thank you. Then I get in the truck and I head home too, or in my van and I head home too. So, two of my husband rescuing me stories because I was stranded damsel in distress.
Oh, I should have my other coat on.
Cutter, what do you got? What do you got, a bone? Is it yummy? Yeah. Should I move it? The weight of the snow on the ice. It's actually, the water's coming up that much. Yeah, we're gonna be
a little bit.
We're gonna be standing in 2 inches of water. Yeah. Holding on for dear life. it out here.
Why is those so far in?
Because they're up. It's up on the snow on this side. This is raised up really high here. I dug some out already, but
Really? That used to be a tree. Alright, there's one. Two. You got minnows.
oh yeah, it's warm.
What's one?
Me.
Oh, are you? Here, throw that in there too.
Okay.
And we'll just keep this in here.
How do you like this this reel?
I like it. Once I figured it out.
Yeah. He's got one of, I don't know, what do you call these reels?
Inline.
Inline reel?
Something like that.
And yeah, it was rather touch and go at first whether
Well,
you
I
liked
couldn't
it.
figure it out. It was just operator error, that's all. Because I didn't know how to freewheel it.
There, yeah, but it's good now that you got it all figured out. You like it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a two-hander, isn't it?
Break it! Alright.
Okay, that's good. There's snacks back here too.
Hold the pilot down. Mostly our coffees, I think.
Well, we need those. That's important stuff.
Absolutely. Over here.
Thank you.
Over here. No fish going by though while we've been setting up. That's not good.
No. Fish finder, which is very hard to...
Alright.
We're all set up. We're ready to go. Fish finder is showing us no fish at all. So it might be one of those days. We'll have to wait and see. How big is it?
13, 12 and a half, 13.
It was 10 and a half before, 9 and a half or 10?
Yeah, it was about 10 inches, so now it's about almost 13. We're going for the 11 o'clock bite because we missed the 7, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock bite.
So this is the one that Jeff is switching to.
Don't show my secret weapon.
Oh, this is the one that Jeff is switching to.
Look at your fingerprints all over it.
There is a lot of nothing happening here. Not even a blip on the fish finder. We're thinking about maybe moving to a different spot, but it's a little more challenging than it was when we had the Ranger out here.
Yeah.
This is the selected spot.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put the camera away till we're set back up again. Hopefully we got something here. This camera battery is not liking this cold either. No. That's for sure. Oh, sunshine, that's nice.
Don't drink it as quick as I do.
I do not.
Here,
Cute.
3/4 again. And 3/4 again.
Refilled for the rest of our fishing trip. Our fishing adventure. This is like really adventurous out here today.
Very adventurous.
We're doing so well.
Getting exercise.
Yes, that we are. Definitely felt oh,
Ooh,
we got a fish on. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. It's fighting pretty hard. Why does it feel like I'm not reeling this fish up? Is my drag set too?
I'll stop for a second.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Knocked him off the ice.
Oh, that very well could be. So, today is my 59th birthday. I had a birthday fish on, but then it got away. So, maybe we're just not eating fish for my birthday dinner tonight.
Doesn't look not looking good.
No, it is not looking good at all. No. And they're gone. I got something, definitely. Alright, fish. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, I got your line.
Oh, that's why.
You got one?
Yeah.
I need a minnow. Oh, can't be.
Not very big.
Well, it's a keeper though, I think, eh?
Yeah.
Come on. So just like that, 2 fish. Not quite supper yet though.
No.
Just about pulled your rod in the water.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got, babe?
Oh, a perch.
A decent little perch.
Got my minnow too.
It's pretty tight. I feels pretty. Oh, that's a decent fish, I guess. I got your line again.
Oh, stop it.
So that's it. We're packing up. We've got four decent perch. So that'll be all right. We get a couple fish tacos out of that. That should be good. No?
Then I gotta wait for it. Save it.
All that stuff. All right. Ooh, getting at the truck. It's nice and warm. That was a chilly walk back up. But we're here and we're on our way home.
A little fillet. We gotta be skinned though.
So, we are going to put this on. We got this from a friend of ours who has a friend that lives in the States. And I assume it's American because there is no French on it. So I'm gonna guess you can't even get this here in Canada. And we are grateful that we have it. It's delicious. Just reading the paper while they're watching this too.
Speaking of paper, I almost need another piece.
Do you? I'll get you paper. So we also have this for some extra just to eat for the heck of it.
Summer
This is some
walleye.
Summer walleye that we caught when we were down south visiting. When Jeff went out fishing with one of his buddies, so we decided to break that out too. You. All right, we're gonna get the walleye in first because it is thicker and will take longer to cook. Okay, I'll turn it back on. Oop. Are they almost done?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just putting the perch in now.
Oh,
We
we
lost a couple French fries to a fire, a chicken skin fire. Cooking some chicken skin for Cutter. Nope. Definitely cooked. Falling apart.
I think I'm gonna do walleye for my fish taco.
Yeah. You do whichever you prefer. I don't know how we're gonna make a fish taco with the other things on our plate. Oh, the coleslaw. Wow, demolish that.
A little more cheese than that, I got.
Pickerel, onions and peppers. A little bit of Rotel because we don't have fresh tomatoes. A little bit of Tex-Mex seasoning. A little bit of homemade tartar sauce. And copious amounts of coleslaw. Maybe not copious amounts, but this is going to be one messy taco. Holy.
Roll it up.
Roll it. Maybe.
A little extra. I'm not a big fan of tacos, so just plain taco and try
There
it.
you go. Okay. This
Pretty good.
is one of my favorites. That combination with the Tex-Mex and the tartar sauce and the coleslaw.
Need some fresh perch too. Ooh, that's high yet.
Oh, it just came out of the frying pan.
That's good too.
Some burnt French fries.
Right in that napkin.
That is good. Thanks, Dad. That's delicious. And it's a mess. Alright, we're going to enjoy this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.